How bad do you actually want it? How bad do you actually want to win? And I ask myself that all the time. How bad do you want it? I ask myself that on the treadmill, doing my thresholds when the going gets tough. It's, James, how bad do you actually want this?
Let's just say it's not my first rodeo when being doubted.
We're on pace. Don't give it up now. Let's move.
You gotta remind yourself of why you're doing it. And if you're not gonna do that, then what else are you gonna do? Sitting on the couch watching TV? Like, what's gonna make you really happy? Achieving your goals and pushing yourself beyond limitations that you didn't know what was possible? Or sitting down watching someone else achieve their goals?
Why we're jumping into Hyrox. For me, and from the start of Prvn, it's always just been about what people are motivated to do in order to find their best version of themselves, physically and mentally. And now our objective for that is to be supportive depending on what that journey looks like. And Hyrox, for us, seems to captivate or cover such an array of fitness and tests and enjoyment for that matter, and that's why we want to get ourselves heavily involved into that this year.
It's the community, it's the people, it's the passion that the people have for it, it's the toughness, it's the whole box and dice. I've never experienced a competition, a sport like this, because, and I think the answer to it is it's for everyone.
So I believe both Hyrox and CrossFit can coexist together. We're seeing that play out on a small front here in our affiliate, and we've seen it play out on a larger level with some of our high-end athletes. I think it all comes down to the coaching and the staff to navigate that together to make sure that we provide a product that is servicing them for their goals and their objectives. Now for us, from a holistic view, when we talk about the general population, I think it's a great asset to involve both, because you get a larger skill, larger time domain, and bigger exposure into mentally pushing yourself from one extreme to another extreme in CrossFit.
I think there's a lot of different challenging parts and components to this, you know, going from a sport like CrossFit where I've dominated for years and years to a new sport. Well, the expectation is obviously to dominate as well, but what people don't realize is Hyrox is quite different to CrossFit. There alone is a challenge. Okay, I need to strip some body weight, I need to get faster in my running, I need to, you know, make sure I'm staying really strong still for the stations and, you know, pulling really hard on the ergs and, you know, executing every little bit of the workout. An endurance workout isn't something that's new to me. It's something that we've done, you know, multiple times in CrossFit and throughout training for CrossFit. But this specifically, it's very much tailored to running. And of course, there's a lot of running in CrossFit, but not at these speeds. There's so many different things, but I think there's also that expectation that, oh, she's won and dominated in CrossFit, she has to win and dominate in Hyrox as well. And I definitely bring that mentality, but I'm also somewhat of an amateur when it comes to the Hyrox space and competing. I'm still learning. I've only ever done 2 races, but that's also what's so exciting. And from my experience in CrossFit, there's special power behind being a bit of a rookie. And so I'm really leaning into that aspect and just using all my experience in CrossFit as an athlete, using my experience from being at the Olympics and winning the Commonwealth Games, and, you know, all the moments I've had in my career can really set me up for success here.
Yeah, the advantage that we have when it comes to Hyrox right now is just our level of experience in high-end competitions. CrossFit prepares you for many things. One thing it doesn't do is competitions. That just comes from experience, and we're fortunate to have many, many years of that with our coaching team and our staff that has experienced many years of this, even myself. We've been able to lead from the front for that. What it's also allowed us to do is there is some form of carryover between Hyrox and CrossFit. Our athletes have been able to pinpoint areas that have helped them excel or break through the ranks and then transfer that information to the Hyrox athletes. Enhancing their professionalism, seeing themselves of who they want to become. Treating it like a profession is what we want to do, because it's a sport what's going to be here for many years ahead, and it's going to start being a household sport name, and that's what we want to do, is we want to elevate the athletes to the brand of where the Hyrox brand is going.
If I want to be the best in the world, first and foremost, I want to be around the best in the world. And without a doubt, Clair Toomey is the best fitness athlete out there, full stop period, and has been for quite some time. From a coaching standpoint, I want to make sure that I provide my athletes with the best experience, programming, and especially structure, so they can become the best Hyrox athletes in the world. And I am learning so much every day now that I'm with Prvn.
So adding James Kelly to our Prvn staff has been a huge impact for us. It's been something that we're very proud to have a caliber athlete like that, a part of our coaching staff, gives us a direct insight of what an athlete needs. And that blend of having a high performance Hyrox athlete in the coaching staff, but for him to also have this coaching mindset, is something that we're going to separate the game by having someone directly involved in the community from the start, also collaborating with our current coaching staff and myself included. Multiple chats that we have back and forth on programming, his passion towards it all, his excitement when he's just out the back there watching the event take place, and the community aspect. They're the key aspects that I want to focus on, or people that we want in our team. And to see his raw passion in all this is a no-brainer to have this guy on board.
So I joined Prvn with James Kelly originally being my Hyrox coach. So I've been doing Hyrox for about 8 months now and currently sitting second in the world. So James has naturally helped me build up to that point. And with James coming onto the Prvn Hyrox team, it was just a natural evolving relationship that I was going to join, and seeing how well-rounded the Prvn athletes are and how accomplished they are in the CrossFit space, and then now essentially Hyrox athletes coming on as well for this elite team. It was just natural that I was going to come over here and get that experience from the coaches and really lean on the other athletes as mentors and just role models for me being so young. So yeah, I can really elevate to become the world champion.
There are a lot of people that come into Hyrox and do really well and are really fit and got potential. But I strongly believe there's a few people in the world that can really mentally get themselves to this elite level. It's asking yourself, how bad do you want it? I know that's a cliche saying, but everyone on the line got a very similar fitness level. I personally think the aspect or the component that separates the elite or the good from the great is the answer to how bad do you actually want it? How bad do you actually want to win? And I ask myself that all the time. How bad do you want it? I ask myself that on the treadmill, doing my thresholds when the going gets tough. It's, James, how bad do you actually want this?
What separates a champion from a great athlete is those daily small decisions that they make. They make sure that they're conscious of every aspect of their training, but more importantly, every aspect of their life. From the small decisions of what time they go to bed, what time they set their alarm clock up in the morning, the routine they have before bed, the ritual they have when they wake up, starting the morning of what is best decision for me in order to achieve my goals. They're the small impact decisions that you make in a micro split decision that need to equate or lead to success. Now we're challenged by this every time that we do make a split decision, and it's those that can stay on the track of consistency or leading towards what they're actually chasing can be the biggest separator in their career. To see the evolution or to see the new version year after year, or the growth that we've seen year after year, is something that I'm very proud of, and I don't say that too often, and I hope I don't come across arrogant in that matter. It's just, I really am proud of what the brand stands for, the culture that we've created here, the team that we have, the community that we've built here, and the support that we've had, right? Like, I think they're things that are going to echo forever for us, and the momentum that builds for us is seeing the support of everyone get behind our brand. To see the growth it's had on myself and for Tia for that matter, they're things that I want to give back to the community of thanks, but also to level them up as well. So it just started with T Fitness, and now here we are, globally recognized for what we do in the fitness space, and that's just the beginning.